All right, what's going on, guys? So today I got a video for the fuse box harness. We're going to be covering some of the details and a lot of the questions that I get asked on the daily basics. And also I'm going to cover the layout of the harness, how to route it. I had a video here in the past and I didn't cover it as well. And I get a lot of the questions. So today I'm going to go ahead and cover that and just get in more in depth how to go about it and how to order one if you want to order yours. Mind this, if you're going to be ordering one, you have to mail in your fuse box harness. I do not carry them. All right, so that is something that you have to do. You have to purchase it, and then what you're doing is paying me to do the work. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and turn the camera around and show you how it looks, and then we're gonna go on some of the details. All right, guys, so here is the fuse box harness for the Rsx. This is from 02 to 04, and the 05, 06 are different. I will tell you that. That is something that I get commonly asked. People want to send a fuse box harness because, you know, they don't want to take the car apart and they want to send another one from a different car. Yes, that's fine. But if you have an 02, 04, you have to send me a fuse box harness that is from 02, 04. If you have an 05, 06, the same thing. They are different. The wiring may look the same, but here when it connects to the spots over here to the fuse box, it is a little bit different. So it is not going to work and it will not start your car. I will tell you that now, so just be aware of it if you are planning on doing that. All right, with further ado, so you can see here, it is a lot of wiring. It is a lot of stuff that goes into making this happen. And I take a lot of pride in doing this, and I make it as clean as possible beyond from what I've seen anybody try to attempt it. So just a quick look so you can see. Let me see if this thing will focus. There you go. So you can see I heat shrink everything and I loom everything back up. I even put my logo on it so you can see here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cover some of the questions that I get asked, especially on the website. So I have the option there to delete the ABS. What does that mean? We're going to be dealing with the ABS wiring out of the fuse box harness. That is a little bit cheaper, so it's less more work for me. You can keep the ABS. That is fine. It will stay in the stock location. Or if you want me to, what I'll do, I extend the the ABS wiring to where the ABS cowl is. That is a kit that I also sell for the ABS relocation kit. If you want to keep the ABS, but you want to clean everything up and make it look like nothing is there. That is an option that I have there. That is some of the questions that I get asked. People get a little bit confused. So hopefully if you're watching this video, things will make it a little bit more simple for you. So that is the options. You want to know what you want to be doing first before you start sending me stuff. You want to know. All right. So here it is. This one specifically, I have deleted the ABS wiring out of it. So it is a little bit thinner than normal. If you were able to keep the ABS wiring in it, it will be more thicker. All right. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the harness, what everything I do and what gets deleted and what gets extended and all 9 yards. So I'm gonna start from the passenger side and work my way to the middle and then the driver headlight and then going inside the car. Okay, so here we have, it's going to be on the passenger. So you can see here I have cleaned it up very nicely. I have heat shrinked it. I have cleaned the grounds. So let me give you a little bit more focus. All right, so you can see how it looks. All right, so as well you can see it's for the headlight. All right, so everything is very clean, very nicely done. All right, so you come around. All right, this is the passenger side. You come around. I put my logo on it here. This is gonna be for the fan. All right, for your compressor. All right, and then this is for your water temp. It will tell your fans when to turn on. You walk it around. You come this way. It's gonna be your ground. Make sure you put it on. All right, and there's gonna be the second fan by the driver's side. Okay, so you can see here, let me go ahead and bring it down so you can see how it's starting to look. All right, and then here are gonna be for your driver's side. Okay, so specifically here you have the choice to keep the washer fluid wiring, or I can take it out. I don't charge extra for it. That is something that if you would like to, just about everybody does it. Nobody's trying to keep it, but you're gonna have that person that wants to. So if you want to, there's no additional cost if you want to leave the the washer fluid wiring in there, and that way you can still run it as normal. Okay, so you can see here how it looks. Once again, heat shrink. Everything's loom. Guys, I did pin all this wiring, so that's why you're able to see a nice and clean look. So I did pin all the wiring out of it, and then I pin everything back up. It is a very time-consuming job. So you can see here, once again, ground gets clean. All right, so, and all the wiring. So one thing I will cover here, which is very important, this is going to be for your AC. All right, so this is going to be, you can see here the color. See if this thing will focus. All right, you see the wiring. So this is your outside temp. You want to keep that, and you want to plug it. What it does, it reads the outside temperature, and there's one inside the car, and it kind of makes the system work properly. So that is something you do not want to be eliminating. You want to keep that. You want to make sure it works properly. So make sure you plug that back up. All right, so you can see here, walk you down more, and then this one is going to be for your AC dryer bottle. All right, so I sell some of the AC relocation kits, so if you want to extend that, just let me know. It won't be additional. I can literally extend it here while I'm doing it. All right, so here's going to be the fun part. Normally this wiring would be over here, just like that, but what we have done is I have extended everything. As you can see here, it's no longer there. It's going to be going inside. So normally that would be here, and that's where your fuse box would be. But now with the work that I have done, the fuse box is going to be inside the car. All right, so you can see here, comes this way. All right, and then here is going to be going inside your car. Mind this, I do cut this in order for it to pass all the wirings through, but I heat shrink everything back up. That way no water and air can come back inside your car. So here's the fun part. Where's where everything gets extended. So it is a lot of work. One thing, guys, when I extend everything, I solder everything. I don't just tape your stuff or do some ghetto stuff that you might be thinking. It does not happen like that. This is very crucial. So you want to make sure, even if you want to attempt this by yourself, make sure you're doing it proper. You do not want to have any electrical problems down the road. Your car hits bumps or anything, and then you hear just lights turning off or whatever. So everything that I extend from here to that way, everything gets soldered in. So, all right. So even if you are attempting this by yourself, make sure you solder everything in. Make sure you buy a soldering gun, buy the wire, and make sure you're doing it right. So this is why a lot of people send me their stuff, because I do it right. I have done more than I can probably think of. So you can see here, you're going to be running this to your other side. You can run this in the glove box, or you can put it on the floor on the passenger side, whatever will work for you. All right. So how are you going to be running this now that there's nowhere to clip it? So here's the little trick. All right. You're going to be running this underneath where the frame rail is. All right. The way I do it with this stuff right here. All right. So you can see it. And obviously you can get a little smaller one, but this is what I have right now just to show you in pictures. So you can see, you want to get maybe, this is 1.25 inches, I believe. So you want to get maybe like a 3, maybe, I don't know, something like 1/2 inch maybe, or 1 inch might work, because this one's a little bit too thick, as you can see. If this thing will focus, Jesus Christ. All right, so there you go. And I run this through the frame rail. I will put a little video here for you guys so you guys can see it, how it actually looks. So you can, all right, so you want to run the wiring underneath the frame rail here. All right, all underneath. And then I feed the cables through the bottom of the headlight, and then I come around this way. You can see the cables right there a little bit. All right, and then I bring them around, and I also feed them underneath the headlight so you don't see anything. So do keep that in mind. That is the way that it gets done. That way it's super clean. You want to bolt it up underneath the frame rail. Okay, so wish I had a little better lighting today, but let me see if I can get a clip so you can see. All right, don't mind this. Better idea how to run yours when it's done. This thing does not want to focus today. So hopefully this covers a lot of the questions that I get asked, and maybe if you're trying to send yours in, you can get a better understanding what you're going to be getting, and understand a lot of the work that goes into making this happen. Okay, so everything gets loomed. All right, so you can see here. All right, heat shrinked, everything gets unpinned, plug back up. So it's very, very clean work. So you're not getting some half-ass backyard stuff. So just want to show you that, how it looks. Hopefully this will help you a little bit better than the pictures that I have there. But there it is. I think I cover everything. So if you have any questions, best way to get to me is always going to be an email. I'll be honest with you guys. I get a lot of DMs, and sometimes I just lose track of people. So that should be it all for all. Hopefully this was helpful once again. All righty. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. All right. So there you go.